Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome back to my channel. It's Pop Makes, coming at you with another unboxing video today. Today's unboxing video is going to be a mail call, some order that I picked up from Funko Shop. So if you saw in the thumbnail, you'll notice that it has to do with the Marvel Zombies line. Marvel Zombies is basically one of the newer lines that Funko has released for Marvel Pops, and I'm super excited for them. When I first saw that they came out, they looked super cool. They're horror related in a way, and you know I'm a huge horror fan, and they just look awesome. Like, the detail on these Pops is so cool, and I was just ready to get some of these when they came out. Now, Marvel is such an enormous Funko line. There's just so many different Pops. If you're a huge hardcore Marvel fan and you collect the Pops specifically, you probably have so many because there's just so many different variations of them. I initially started collecting a lot of Marvel, and then I kind of backed up and slowed it down because there's just too many to collect and too many different ones. So I just kind of picked and choose some of the core stuff and some of the really cool, unique things, like the Blacklight Pops that recently came out. Those are so cool. I hope Funko actually does something more in the lines of Blacklight Pops, maybe some of their other lines. But I like that it's very unique, and it also kept it to those 4. Now, obviously, or 5 actually. So now obviously they can come out with, you know, maybe 6 or 7 or 8, a couple more, but I would like it not to get too huge. One of the Marvel lines that's similar to Zombies, I guess you could say, is the Venomized line. And that line, it just got kind of out of control. It was really cool when it first came out, like the Captain America and Iron Man Venomized. And then they just kind of Venomized everything, which makes sense. There's just so many different Marvel characters from different movies. But I think it just got a little too crazy. Now with the zombie line, I'm kind of hoping they don't do that. I do see some specific Pops that would be awesome as this zombie version, and I'm really excited to see if I can get those. So at Funko Shop, I did place a pretty big order, so I have a huge box here, but it's not only that. So I just want to make sure that we take a look at those zombie ones that we got, because I'm very excited. So right now, Funko has released, I believe, 4 like common zombie Pops so far, but I was looking up the total because I know there are some exclusives, and as of right now there's a total of 8 zombie Pops that are actually out there. So there are the 4 commons, which is Zombie Hulk, Mysterio, Deadpool, and Wolverine. But then there's also a glow-in-the-dark version from Entertainment Earth of the Wolverine. There's also a glow-in-the-dark version of the Magneto, which is a Funko Shop exclusive. GameStop has an exclusive, which is the Venom zombie. And then there's also the Zombie Thing 10-inch, which is also a GameStop exclusive. So there's a few different variations they come up with there. They do have a to be determined section that I've been reading up on, which is Zombie Gambit, a Zombie Black Panther. Those are basically like photos that have come out, but they haven't actually released the Pop yet, as well as She-Hulk Zombie, which is a Hot Topic exclusive, as well as another Hot Topic exclusive, which is the Zombie Silver Surfer, which I've actually seen a picture of the actual Pop. Someone actually had it online. Don't know how they got it before it came out, but those are supposed to be releasing soon. So those should be super sweet once they come out. They look awesome. And then I started thinking that I do collect the Marvel Collector Corps box. So usually I get those exclusives, which is a bi-weekly box through Amazon. You probably see some of my videos. I've done unboxings of those. And you usually get a card that tells you what the next box is going to be. And the card did say Marvel Zombies. So maybe in that other box, it'll be the Gambit and the Black Panther, because it does show that they've been announced, but they don't know, you know, like it hasn't been released anywhere. So if they came out in that box, that'd be pretty sweet, because they both look super cool. So I want to open up the box in a second, but before we get into that, I just want to make sure that you guys like and comment on this post, and make sure you're sharing it with your friends and family. I love the support that I'm receiving from you guys, and if you haven't already, make sure that you do subscribe down below so you can stay up to date with the rest of my videos when I'm posting more stuff, more content. You can also check me out on Instagram at pop_makes, which is my social media platform for the Pop Makes side of things. You can take a look at some videos, photos, and different posts that I put up on there. And I really appreciate the follow as well. So let's get into the box now. And like I said, there are, I believe 7, maybe, I think it's 7 when I look at the order, Pops in here. They're all from Funko directly. 3 of them are gonna be the zombie ones, so I wanted to open up those. And I did also pull a few mystery minis that I opened up, which I was pretty cool and psyched for in the zombie line as well. So, all right, so first one here. So this is Marvel Zombies, Zombie Hulk. This one's awesome. So you see him there. So I love the way that they did these the way they did these molds are so cool. Like obviously keeping the actual character intact, but the paint jobs that they did on these and just like the scars on them and his face is open, but it's so cool. Coloring, everything is just really, really cool the way they did it. And you see in the back, that's the 4 that I was saying. So I did pick up 3 of those. So that's Zombie Hulk. Second one here is, Zombie Deadpool. So obviously Deadpool had to get one of these. You know, there's so many different variations of the Deadpool, but this one I love because he's holding his arm. So he's missing one arm and he's holding it in the other hand. It's all like gooing out. Half of his face is tore up and zombied. And then he also has a sword going from his back to his front, just straight through his body. So that one is awesome. Like I love that he's holding his hand. That part is super cool. So Zombie Deadpool. Third one, another awesome one, Zombie Wolverine. So there we go. And of course, this takes the classic look of Wolverine with the yellow and the blue boots. He's got a tear in his body, but he still has his claws out. And yeah, that's a super cool one. I like the look of it, especially that it's the classic look of the Wolverine. So there's these 3. So like I said, there's 4 in the like common base. The only one I don't have is a Zombie Mysterio. I'm kicking myself in the butt because I did go on a hunt recently. I was at a box lunch and they had one just out there in the wild and I did not grab it. And at the time, I was just looking to get 2 pops because they had a sale going on and I went with a different line that I'm starting to collect. And I didn't grab that one. And I completely forgot that I had ordered these 3 through Funko a bit before, and it was the only one I was missing. And I just didn't think about it. But I'll look out for that because I want to make sure I do try to grab it. There are 2 glow-in-the-dark variations, of course, which is the Wolverine glow-in-the-dark, and then that Mysterio also has a glow-in-the-dark as well that are out to Entertainment Earth is on this one. Mysterio is, I think he's at GameStop. And there's actually a Magneto as well. So there is a Funko Shop exclusive Magneto that released. I didn't say that the first time. So that one is out as well, and that's a pretty cool one. So when I knew these were coming in and I was doing that hunt, I decided to grab a couple Marvel Zombie mystery mini boxes. So I did already open them, but I wanted to show those off because I did get some pretty cool grabs in the boxes that I got. So I actually picked up 4. I like that these are, of course, just like the rest of Marvel Pops, they have bobbleheads as well, but they're super tiny versions with bobbleheads, but they look really cool. So this is the box here, as you show. And obviously with mystery minis, you open them up, you have no idea what you're gonna get, but it gives you an idea of the pops that come out, and they have a certain rarity to them depending on if it's 1 in 6, that means out of every 6 boxes that you open, one of them will be that, but then the higher number are gonna be the more rare. So if you see back here, there's a few that they show that aren't out yet in the bigger pop versions, but it probably will release. So there is a Hulk, there's a Deadpool, there's a Wolverine, there's a Magneto, and there is a Venom, which I said there was before. But then they also show Gambit, they show Black Panther, that looks like it, and there's a couple variations, basically like chase versions of each of those. So some of the ones I pulled here are Deadpool. So he's a 1 in 6, so he's a little bit more common, but this is a cool one. And I like that it's a little different than the actual bigger pop. So this one, he's got the sword going through his head, then he has another sword going through his body, and he's holding onto a taco, which is just hilarious because they always make the Deadpool pop so cool. And I like that the little bobblehead. So that's a cool one. So that's Deadpool, and that's the little mystery mini version. I'll put them up on here. Nice. And then I did get a Venom as well. So this Venom was a 1 in 6. So there is a version of him where he's basically like a black and gray version, which is a 1 in 36, a little bit more rare, but this is the normal color version. So he's pretty big, and he's got like the gooey stuff coming out on his stuff. So there's that one. Then I also picked up the Magneto. So they do have a Magneto in the bigger size. That one's a Funko Shop exclusive. So this Magneto's cool. I like his cape being like torn up with the holes. One of his eyes is blacked out. So that's a cool one. The Magneto was 1 in 12. So basically we're looking at these two being 1 in 6s, this is 1 in 12, so this one's a little bit more rare as far as pulls and mystery minis. And then I was able to get this guy. So this is actually a 1 in 72, which is the most rare. So you have to pull 72 boxes before you get one of these, which is so cool because there's 2 in this line that are 1 in 72. And it's black and gray versions of some of the normal ones. So one of them is Hulk, which I didn't get, but the other one is Wolverine. So I did get the Wolverine, and I love this one. So cool. So similar to this one, but of course he's black and gray. So this is just the variant of him. So he's one of the harder ones to pull. So I'm glad that I was able to get him because he's a cool looking pop for sure. So there we go. So that's what I have so far for my zombie line. So I am gonna keep looking. I'll look out in the wild, see if I can find that Mysterio. And then the glow, I want to try to get at least all the normal common versions of them. Glow versions will be cool to find if I can, which of course they have the Mysterio one that glows, and then there is a Wolverine that glows. And if I can find the Funko Shop exclusive of Magneto as well, that'll be pretty cool. There is a Venom one, which I said it was GameStop, so I haven't seen that one yet. But I am excited for that Marvel Collector Corps box to come in because, like I said, chances are if 2 have already been named, the Gambit and Black Panther, as ones to come out, that would be super cool if those are the ones in that box. Of course, they usually come with 2 pops. So if not, then it'll be 2 other characters from Marvel. I'm hoping to see, you know, an Iron Man, a Captain America, obviously some of the big core guys, a Spider-Man. Those definitely have to have some kind of version. There'll probably be another wave coming out, I'm assuming. Funko's obviously gonna do more of these if they're selling, and it seems like they've been very popular. So far, the ones that they come out with have kind of gained interest in people, especially because they're coming out with some of these minis. It'd be cool to see more of these. I don't know if they're gonna just go crazy and make everybody, kind of like what the Venomized ended up doing, or if they're gonna keep it very exclusive. But I think some of those core ones like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, some of those, Thor, those I feel like they have to make them. They're like the core guys. I know they made those already in the Blacklight, but it'd be cool if they did them in the zombie versions, which would be super cool. I'll definitely be looking out because with New York Comic Con / Fall Convention coming out soon, they may release some new ones during that time as well. So I guess we'll keep an eye out for that. But I'm excited either way for this line. So just want to show you guys what I picked up in this line. I'm excited for it. I'm going to continue to build it. I love the minis. I love the whole aspect of not knowing anything, what's going to be in there, and just popping it open and seeing what it is. And luckily, I got all different ones, including one that was pretty rare. So excited for that. I'll probably open up a few more of those little boxes. And if I get more of the bigger zombies, I'll also show them off here or on my Instagram page. So like I said, make sure that you like and comment this video. Subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date with all of my videos and going on in the future, as well as checking me out on Instagram at pop_makes. When you do get a chance, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe out there, like I always say. Hope everybody is having a great day. We're going into the fall season, which is my favorite time of year, so I am very excited for that. But hopefully it starts to cool down a little bit up here. It's been pretty hot, so I'm excited to see when the weather changes. And I'm going to continue to bring out some more videos, collect some more pops for you guys. But I'll be back with another video next time. And until then, take it easy, guys.